The journey of Ramon Navarro was marked by dazzling fame and heartbreaking tragedy. At the height of his career, he captivated audiences with his charm and talent, becoming a beloved figure in the film industry. However, the glitz and glamour of Hollywood could not shield him from the shadows lurking in his personal life. In 1968, a violent incident shattered the illusion he had carefully crafted over the years. This infamous event, known as Bloody Wednesday, unveiled the secrets he had fought to conceal, leading to a brutal end that would forever alter the perception of his legacy. The circumstances surrounding his death revealed the darker aspects of his life, including struggles with identity and acceptance. The aftermath of that fateful day left an indelible mark on his memory, transforming the narrative from one of adoration to one of tragedy. As the story of Ramon Navarro unfolds, it becomes clear that the path to fame can be fraught with peril, and the price of stardom can sometimes be devastatingly high. Born as José Samano on February 6, 1899, in Mexico, Navarro came from a wealthy family that had rumors of descent from Mexican royalty. This background provided him with a unique perspective on life and the arts. Growing up in a privileged environment, he was exposed to culture and creativity from an early age. His family's affluence allowed him opportunities that many others did not have, fostering his interest in performance and the arts. As he ventured into the world of entertainment, he befriended the Hollywood power couple Rex Ingram and Alice Terry. They recognized his potential and saw in him the qualities of a star. Their guidance and support were crucial in helping him navigate the early stages of his career. With their encouragement, Navarro began to make a name for himself in the burgeoning film industry. This connection not only opened doors for him, but also provided him with a mentorship that would shape his future in Hollywood. His journey from a wealthy upbringing in Mexico to the glitzy world of Hollywood was marked by determination and the right connections, setting the stage for a successful career in film. Ingram and Terry saw potential in José Samano, but believed a name change was necessary for his success in Hollywood. They wanted something that sounded more appealing on screen. After some discussion, a typing error led to the name Ramon Navarro. This new name would help him stand out in the competitive film industry. Ingram had a specific vision for Navarro's career. He wanted him to rival the popular heartthrob Rudolph Valentino, who was capturing the hearts of many with his charm and good looks. To achieve this, Ingram encouraged Navarro to adopt Valentino's mannerisms and hairstyle, which were integral to Valentino's appeal. This strategy aimed to mold Navarro into a leading man who could attract similar attention from audiences. The pressure to conform to this image was significant, as the competition was fierce, and the stakes were high in the world of silent films. Navarro's journey was marked by these early decisions that shaped his identity as an actor and his path in the industry. Despite his public image as a Latin lover, Navarro's private life was marked by deep struggles, as he was secretly homosexual, hiding his true identity due to fear of public backlash. He lived in a time when society was less accepting of different sexual orientations, which forced him to conceal his feelings and relationships. This secrecy took a toll on him, as he longed for the freedom to express his true self. Navarro was involved in relationships with men, including composer Harry Partch, with whom he shared a deep connection. However, as he rose to stardom, the pressures of fame and the fear of scandal led him to betray Partch. This betrayal was not just a personal loss, but also reflected the broader challenges faced by many in the entertainment industry who had to navigate their identities in a world that often demanded conformity. The contrast between his public persona and private reality created a complex narrative of a man trapped between societal expectations and his own truth. Raised in a strict Roman Catholic environment, Ramon Navarro faced deep internal struggles regarding his sexuality. The teachings of his faith instilled a sense of guilt that haunted him throughout his life. This conflict contributed to a growing alcohol problem, as he sought ways to cope with the shame and confusion he felt attendant in an effort to maintain his image as a heartthrob in Hollywood. He entered into a secret relationship with journalist Herbert Howe. Howe played a crucial role in helping Navarro navigate the complexities of his public persona. Together, they crafted a narrative that allowed Navarro to appear as a conventional leading man, complete with a fabricated dating life that aligned with the expectations of his fans and the industry. This deception was not just a means of preserving his career, but also a way to shield his true self from the judgment of society. The pressure of living a double life weighed heavily on him, leading to further struggles with his identity and self-acceptance. The tension between his public persona and private reality created a tumultuous existence, filled with both longing and despair. As he continued to grapple with his feelings and the expectations placed upon him, the relationship with Hal became both a refuge and a burden, illustrating the complexities of love and identity in a world that demanded conformity. Their relationship ended bitterly in 1928, with Hal writing a scathing article accusing Navarro of coldness and emotional emptiness. This public fallout not only marked a personal loss for Navarro, but also had repercussions on his professional life. The criticism from Hal painted a picture of Navarro that was hard to shake off. As the 1930s rolled in, Navarro's career began to decline, and it became evident that he was struggling to find his footing in the changing landscape of Hollywood. His film Laughing Boy was a significant turning point. The movie was met with harsh reviews, focusing on its lack of chemistry between the leads and poor casting choices. Critics noted that Navarro, once a leading man known for his charisma, seemed to falter in this role. The combination of a failed relationship and a declining career left Navarro at a crossroads, as he sought to navigate the challenges of his personal and professional life amidst a rapidly evolving film industry. In 1935, Ramon Navarro faced a significant turning point in his career when he was forced out of his studio contract. This marked the beginning of a steep decline both personally and professionally. Once a prominent figure in Hollywood, Navarro found himself struggling to maintain the stardom he had enjoyed. With the pressures of his career weighing heavily on him, he moved back in with his family, a decision that reflected the turmoil he was experiencing in his life. Attempting to reclaim his former glory, he traveled to London in hopes of making a comeback. However, the passage of time had taken its toll on him. He was visibly aging and grappling with alcoholism, which further hindered his efforts to regain his status as a leading man in the film industry. Despite his talent and previous successes, the challenges he faced in this new chapter of his life proved to be insurmountable. The struggle to overcome these obstacles left him in a difficult position as he navigated the complexities of a changing industry and his own personal battles. During the 1950s and 1960s, Navarro found himself increasingly drawn into a lifestyle that revolved around male escorts. This choice led him down a path of heavy drinking and reckless behavior as he sought to fulfill his personal needs in ways that often spiraled out of control. The allure of companionship, coupled with the pressures of his past fame, contributed to his tumultuous lifestyle. On Halloween night in 1968, Navarro's life took a tragic turn when he was brutally murdered in his own home. The perpetrators, two young men named Paul and Tom Ferguson, entered his residence under false pretenses, which ultimately led to the horrific crime. This shocking event marked a grim end to the life of a once celebrated actor, leaving behind a legacy intertwined with both his artistic contributions and the darker aspects of his personal choices. The circumstances surrounding his death served as a stark reminder of the dangers that can accompany a life lived in excess and secrecy. The Ferguson brothers committed a heinous act against Ramon Navarro, brutally bludgeoning him in a shocking crime that would leave a lasting mark on Hollywood history. In their desperate attempt to conceal their actions, they left misleading evidence designed to implicate others, diverting attention from their own guilty tenant. The brothers fled the scene with a mere 20, a sum that starkly contrasted the violent nature of their crime. Navarro's death was not just a tragedy, it became infamous due to the brutality of the attack and the swirling rumors that followed. The shocking details of the incident captured public attention, leading to widespread speculation about the motives behind the murder and the characters of those involved. As the investigation unfolded, the chilling reality of the crime revealed the darker side of fame and the lengths to which some would go for money. The aftermath of this brutal event continued to haunt the community and raise questions about safety and trust in an industry that often seemed glamorous on the surface. The impact of Navarro's tragic end resonated deeply, leaving a scar on the collective memory of Hollywood that would not easily fade. Navarro's sexuality, long concealed from the public, was exposed in the aftermath of the crime, forever altering his legacy. The details surrounding his life took a dramatic turn when he became the victim of a brutal murder in 1968. The trial of the Ferguson brothers, who were charged with the crime, not only shocked Hollywood but also brought to light Navarro's hidden personal life. The revelations about his sexuality became a focal point in the media, illustrating the struggles faced by gay individuals in a time when such identities were not accepted. This trial symbolized the end of old Hollywood, where the lives of stars were often shrouded in secrecy. It was one of the first major scandals of its kind, highlighting the intersection of fame, sexuality, and violence. The public's fascination with the case reflected broader societal changes as attitudes toward sexuality began to shift. Navarro's tragic story serves as a reminder of the complexities of fame and the personal battles that many faced behind the scenes in a world that often demanded conformity. Both brothers were convicted, and years later, Paul Ferguson confessed to the crime, solidifying the tragic end of Navarro's life. This confession revealed the dark circumstances surrounding the death of Ramon Navarro, a prominent actor in the silent film era. Despite the grim fate that met him, Navarro's legacy endures through his films, which continue to captivate audiences today. He was known for his striking looks and exceptional talent, becoming a significant figure in Hollywood's early history. His performances in films like Ben-Hur showcased not only his acting ability, but also the grandeur of the cinematic experience during that time. The tragic events leading to his death cast a shadow over his accomplishments, yet they do not erase the impact he made on the film industry. Navarro remains a complex figure, embodying both the glamour and the darker realities of Hollywood. His story serves as a reminder of the challenges faced by artists and the lasting influence of their work. Ramon Navarro's life was a striking blend of brilliance and despair. As a leading man in silent films, he enchanted audiences with his good looks and acting prowess. His rise to fame was meteoric, earning him a place among Hollywood's elite. However, beneath the surface of his glamorous life lay a tumultuous personal existence. Struggles with his identity and acceptance in a society that often judged harshly weighed heavily on him. The turning point came on that fateful day in 1968, known as Bloody Wednesday, when a violent confrontation brought his carefully constructed world crashing down. The shocking nature of his death revealed the hidden turmoil he faced, transforming the public's perception of him from a beloved star to a tragic figure. In the aftermath, the legacy of Ramon Navarro became a cautionary tale about the hidden costs of fame. His story serves as a reminder that while the spotlight can bring adoration, it can also cast long shadows of pain and heartache. The complexities of his life continue to resonate, illustrating the often unseen struggles behind the allure of stardom.